Call hello Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim, Wakakwadash. Double honors to the apostles of the great millstone who teach and rule well. Salutations to you brothers in the highways and byways. Salutations also goes out to you brothers and few sisters that tune in to listen and learn. I'm the brother Malak from the Diligent Soldier Camp here in Boston, Mass. As always, I pray this lesson be edifying to the elect. There's going to be an in-transit lesson named or sub-named, this title, whatever, Quiet Storm. All right, that's going to be the name of the title of the lesson, Quiet Storm, right, which is like a metaphor for what's going on right now in Babylon, man. You know, because I'm not referring to the snow or rain fall storms. You know, like I'm not talking about those type of regular storms. Even though that's all of the Lord, man, Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shah. But what I'm talking about is the storm that's brewing right in front of us, and 2/3 of our people are blind to it, you know, and some with among those 2/3 actually see it, but you know they don't want to change. All right. And that storm that I'm talking of, man, is specifically speaking, is on these two individuals that are about to take official authority and power over Babylon come, what is it, January 20th, which is in like a week. Okay, and Jake just 2/3 of our people just don't see a problem with that, right? The scriptures tell you this, right? Let me look it up real quick. And this is in the red letter, if I'm not mistaken. This is the book of Matthews. I'll start, let me see, Matthews chapter 16. I'll start at 1 for context, but 2 and 3 are the main point that also could also be used in these days now, these latter days now, man. Okay, this is the book of Matthew 16 and 1. It says, the Pharisees also with the Sadducees came, and tempting desired him that he would show them a sign from heaven, right? So the parasites, Pharisees and the Sadducees came up to Yahweh Shai, man, to tempt him, right? And to see if they desired to tempt him to see if he basically makes a mistake or somehow they can trap him, misconstrued his words and use it against him, whatever. They was always thinking of snares, man, because they didn't want their lofty position being taken from them, right? They knew that this was the Lord, man, and that the people were hearkening, man, but they had to play games. It's a lot, it's close on me. Verse 2 says, he answered and said unto them, when it is evening, ye say it will be fair weather, for the sky is red, right? Verse 3, and in the morning it will be foul weather, and in the morning it will be foul weather today, for the sky is red and lowering. O ye hypocrites, right? So now the Lord is talking. This is in red letter. O ye hypocrites, you can discern the face of the sky, but can O ye hypocrites, ye can discern the face of the sky, but can ye not discern the signs of the times? And the answer to that is no. 2/3 of our people are blind to that, man. The Lord just completely kept them out of the loop. They're in the dark about it. Okay? And what they're really in the dark of is from making that spiritual connection, man, to the spirit of Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shah, man, that they lack that discernment, that eyesight to see the spiritual connection and significance of, just stick to the topic of these two individuals entering into that power seat, right? And I'm speaking about Donald Trump and Elon Musk. Okay, because it dawned to me the other day, even though we know this, like, look how obvious the Lord is letting us see what's soon to happen, right? Which is the MOTB taking place and the to the O's being the infrastructure being created, assembled right in front of our eyes, man. And the 1/3, the children of the light, are the only ones that could see that, man. The 2/3, which are the children of the night and of darkness, they can't see that. They could tell you what's going on, what's the latest things with, you know, these reality shows, Dancing with the Stars, the newest drugs out, the newest music by these demons, you know, what's hot, trending, and decaying in the world in general. But they can't tell you, for the life of them, you know, where we are in time right now, as far as biblical prophecies go, as far as scriptures go, right? They just can't, man, you know. But you got Donald Trump about to take office and power, right? And he's promised a whole bunch of things. He basically let the Babylonians hear what they wanted to hear, right? And now it seems like he's backpedaling. But the thing is, this was always the plan. You know, he was always gonna go back on his word, man, because the plan was to secure these votes. You know what I mean? By any means, man. And it didn't really matter if it was Joe Blindham, or Kamala Harris, or DJ Trump. You know, the agenda of the elites was still gonna go down. Okay, but the point of this is that our people can't see the intensifying, right, or the making of this storm that's coming, man. Which is why I entitled it Quiet Storm, because they don't see what's gonna go on, what's going on, or what's soon to happen. You know, the scriptures tell you that a wise man, is it wise? The word wise, you know, foreseeth the trouble and hideth himself. Roughly paraphrasing. You know, I'm on the move and I can't look up these precepts, but I do have a few scriptures out here ready to go. But what was I saying? Yeah, the people, you know, a wise man will see the danger and will hide himself, man. But a prudent man, there we go. But you know, a regular nigga, a regular Jake is the total opposite. You know, a regular Jake is like you know, like a creature with something in front of them, you know, shining or looking good, tantalizing or whatever, and they're just like going towards it, not knowing that it's all a trap at the end of the day, because that shiny stuff that they waving in front of you, right, which is basically efficiency, right? And what's another word? Convenience, right? They're showing you these things as if it's going to be convenient for you, but it's going to be to your own demise, man. You know, the MO to the TB, man, is we're warned about that. Not only to recognize what it is, but also to not take it. You know, but 2/3 of our people, they can't even see that these two men that are about to take power come January, in like a week, are going to be the ones introducing the demise that 2/3 of our people are going to accept, man. Okay, they're just gonna wholeheartedly take it and accept it with no type of issues, no type of problems. You know what I'm saying? And that's it. You know, no repercussions, no fear of the Lord. Even if they had heard us telling them not to take it, even if we warned them about what's gonna happen immediately after they take it, none of that scares them off, man. They're fully persuaded in their own mind about how to go about living their life, man. You know, which is excluding Yahweh Bahashim Yahushua from them, man. All right. But you know, we're not stupid, man. We're not in the dark, as I said earlier, man, as I mentioned earlier, and as the scripture says that we're not children of the light, man. Because, you know, being that we're in, you know, so-called 2025, man, and being that this is the hopeful year of our deliverance, right? And destruction and judgment on Esau, man. We have to be circumspect, man. as the scriptures tell us to be, because Esau's working, man. Esau is leveling up because he knows that he has a short time, as the scripture says. He knows that he has a short time, so he's gonna come down as a madman, you know. I mean, basically as a fucking crazy, insane individual, devil among the masses, man. You know, and instead of showing that madness right away, first he's gonna try to ease in, right, by, you know, telling us, they're trying to convince the people that, you know, taking their solutions will be a way out of the issues. But they have to create a problem to then come up with the solution, right? We know this is, you know, problem and solution, right? I forget how that goes. Problem, solve, solution. I forget how it goes. But basically, they're going to create that problem, that boogeyman. And then they're going to offer a solution. But guess what? With these two individuals in power, man, in these latter times, we could see it started with the apostles on down, that this might well be the administration that ushers in, or that attempts to usher in, the N to the W to the O, man. You know, because we know, as far as scriptures go, they're not going to be able to practice that, or they won't be able to fully enjoy or practice the N to the W to the O on the world, because the scriptures tell you that the Lord is going to come basically when he's about to fill his belly, when Esau's about to fill his belly, and the Lord is going to smack fire out this nigga. You feel me? That's what the scriptures is telling us. But these devils are trying everything in their up their sleeves or in their arsenal to convince the people and trick the people, right? Which is why the scriptures clearly tell you to basically be aware of the wiles of the devil, man. You know, the tricks, the snares of the fowler, man, which is Esau Edom, man. But it tells you this in 2 Corinthians 2:11. Lest Satan should get an advantage of us, for we are not ignorant of his devices, right? It's impossible for Satan to get an advantage of the 1/3, Salakia, of the 1/3. The Lord's remnant is prophesied to be delivered by Yahweh Shai, man, in these latter days. But 2/3 of our people can't see that, won't hear an explanation of it, and, you know, frankly, they just don't want to hear it, man. They want to be caught up in their lies. They want to live lies. They love to live their lives, man. You know, and then even if we compare what's his name, Trumpito, to Nero, our people will still, you know, won't fully be persuaded by that, man. You know, and there's been a lot of comparison going around between Nero and Trump, and I believe what the apostle says, that he, you know, could possibly be Nero. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, it's nothing that's going to be knowing. It's nothing that, even if you know, is going to save you from what's to come, right? But it's good to know these things, and because there's nothing new under the sun. As a matter of fact, you know, a few of the comparisons between Trump and Nero is that they were both conceited. Both had used third person names or titles, right? Augustus was actually one of the titles, not a name of Nero, and it loosely translated to like your majesty. You know what I'm saying? Because the guy was really into himself. They both erected statues and landmarks and buildings, right? Trumpito, he made or created, whatever, put in place or has you know, the Trump Towers around here in the US. I think he has them abroad also. There's also Trump University, you know what I mean? And interesting enough, just how Trump is saying that he's going to change a lot of things that Biden administration has basically screwed up or made worse for the American people. Nero said that he was going to he vowed to eliminate all the ills of the previous regime. Okay, so they, a lot of people that's gonna come into power might say something like that, but it's interesting that they both say the same thing right before taking power. What else? I guess what really stood out to me the most was the fact that, Nero declared people public enemies back in these days for whatever reasons he had, because it was in the power of his hand to do so, right? Well, Trump, ironically enough, or not so much ironic, but Trump wants firing squads for capital punishment to be a thing again. Not to mention the fact that we all know that Babylon has bought, I don't know if it's 40,000 guillotines, some crazy shit like that, crazy number like that. Also, they FEMA also bought coffins that you could put 3 to 5 people up there in there. You know what I mean? Because they know what they have planned and what their end goal is, which is the death of a lot of people, man, which is gonna go on, man, when they kickstart these radio towers and start sending out these high frequencies out that will hit your 5Gs. You feel me? For the people that took the juicy juice, man, the Maxines, man, the devil's punch bowl, the devil's juice, man. For trusting in the shadow of Babylon, man. And I'll get that. I'm gonna end it with that scripture. But before we get there, we read 2 Corinthians. We're not ignorant, man. We know what's in the works. We might not know all the details, but we know enough details to know that the devil's up in there, man. As the saying goes, the devil's in the details. Well, we know enough details through the spirit to know that Esau is the one behind all of this. Okay. This is the book of Psalms 59. I'll start at 1. It says, "Rescue me from my enemies, O God. Protect me from those who come to destroy me. Rescue me from these criminals. Save me from these murderers," man. All right. And in Malachi, was it 1-4 or 4-1? I always get it confused. The Edomites, so-called white people, the devil that the Bible speaks of, is known as the wicked. The seed of the wicked, okay? Because you have 3 classifications of men. You have the sons of God, which is you Israelites, so-called blacks, Latinos, Native Americans. The sons of men, which is the rest of these different nations, right? These other 16 nations, and then you have the sons of the wicked, which is one of the 17 nations. Not to confuse you. So, all the sons of men are 16 nations, right? That's everybody. You got Elam, Moab, Ammon, I forget off the top of my head. And then you got the 17th one, which is Esau and his people. And then you have Jacob. Okay? So it's the sons of man, which is everybody, all these other nations. You got the sons of God, which is you so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans, you Israelites, Yasha Allah, right, Prince of the Power. And then the sons of the wicked, which is the everybody descends from Esau, man, the so-called white people. Not all of them, because you're gonna have a lot of so-called white, not so-called white, or so-called white-looking Israelites. Just how you're gonna have brown looking, Edomites, man. Okay, because you are what your father is. That's another topic. We'll stick to the point over here. What did I last read? Psalms 59, 1-2 again. "Rescue me from mine enemies, O God. Protect me from those who come to destroy me." They want to completely eliminate us, man. And with these 2 bastards going into power, it's just another phase for them to get to that point. Sooner or later, you know what I mean? Now we know that's impossible, because the Lord is shortening the times just because of that. Because if he didn't, there would have been nobody left to save, of Israel, let alone anybody else around the world living, because this devil will take himself out, everybody, and the planet, if he can't have the earth. Okay, if he can't have the earth to keep ruling wickedly, He rather destroy the whole thing than to give it up to anybody else, man. But this is their plans, man. And as they say, man, you know, when a rich man speak, everybody, you know, roughly paraphrasing, basically lends an ear to listen to what this man is saying. But when they see us talking out loud in the street corners, they're like, who the fuck is these niggas? Well, what they all roused up about? What's pissing them off? Why are they so angry? But they don't go and ask. And if they do go and ask, they try to correct us, not knowing that that's a platform to be taught. You're not knowing that that's the Lord's church, and that they should be keeping silence, man, when they approach brothers, man. You know. But that's the society we live in, man, where, you know, and at the same time, you know, the prophets never even got the, you know, love or acceptance, man. They was always looked down on, man, by the people, because they knew, the Israelites knew when the prophets were around, it was to declare, you know, bad times is coming. You know what I mean? Let them know and call them out on all their bullshit. They didn't want to. This is why even the time when people was in the wilderness, that they were talking to Moses, and the Lord was going to talk to them, or started talking to them, they said, nah, Moses, you talk to us. They were scared of the Lord. But an interesting thing that they said there was, you speak to us, speak to us smooth things, prophesy deceit, you know, give us lies. And Esau has taken that particular scripture and has made so-called Christianity with it, you know, plantation Christianity. Okay, because we know what Christian implies, right? You know, the followers of Yahushua. But that religion is not biblical, man. You know, that scripture, that teaching is not biblical, man. But you know, hey, you know, not this ain't for everybody, man. Because this truth from the Bible that I personally got, I got it in the streets from these men that have been out here laboring, man. They, you know, day in, day out. You know, 2/3 of our people, you know, they'll stop by, they'll listen, and then they'll keep walking, you know. Or you have other people that actually want to listen and learn, you know, and stay in touch, and they'll keep coming. That's different. That could possibly be a member of the elect, man. Okay, this is the book of let me see where was gonna start, because I wanted to mention, I forgot to mention, you know, Elon Musk. I did mention him, but I wanted to speak on him. The fact that, you know, he's developing these robots and, you know, these rockets and all that. But the main thing is the what he calls Neuralink, man, which is basically, man, the technology of the MO to the TB, man, the RFID C-hips, man. That is the MO to the TB, man. The MOTB. Speaking of in the book of Revelations, man. You know, and, you know, him being vice president, developing this, being vice president, all these things happening, that we're discerning the times. It makes perfect sense that it will be in this time, Trumpito and Elon Musk as president and vice president, man. You know, because they're definitely gonna introduce that beast system. Okay, as soon as they make the elect look like the problem. All right, and for every problem you need what? A solution, right? So this is the book of Revelation 13, and I'll start at 14. I'll jump down to 16. It says, and deceiveth them that dwell on the earth by the means of those miracles which he had power to do in the sight of the beast, saying to them that dwell on the earth, that they should make an image to the beast, which had the wound, which had the wound by a sword, and did live. Right? This is the Rome all over again. This is exactly where we live. They were out of commission for a little bit, but not 100%. You know, the people in the power seat use the Roman Catholic Church, the Universal Catholic Church, man, to basically wield their power, right? Also, they use the military, which is the U.S., man. But the beast system. So, like, let me go back to the scripture. The beast system is what they want to introduce, right? In order to persuade people to take the MOTB, man. because they'll say this is the way. This is how we'll resolve all these issues that we have, and we'll take T-Rexes out of the way. You know what I mean by T-Rexes, right? Terror, ISTs, because that's what they're gonna label us like, okay? And one of the ways to eliminate that is to come up with some type of system where we could control everybody and see everybody's whereabouts and where they were before that and all that, man. And this is that's their plan. When you jump down to 16, it says, and he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, all right, free and bond. So people that are locked up and everybody else that has liberties, because nobody's really free out here, that has liberties. He causes all of those people, right, to and control people. They blatantly a part sincere and then the numbers we already seeing it crumble.